Good morning and welcome. I'm Dr. Fred Myers, Distinguished Professor of Internal Medicine and Director of the Honors Pathway Academic Research Careers for Medical Doctors at the UC Davis School of Medicine. I'd like to provide you a brief overview of the commencement exercises of the University of California, Davis School of Medicine. The City of Sacramento Pipe Band will lead the procession with traditional ceremonial music on pipes and drums. They will be followed by our esteemed faculty. Our distinguished graduating class of 2024 includes 116 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine.
Kachil Dihi Band of Wintoon Indians of the Calusa Indian Community, Quetzal Dihi Wintoon Nation, and Yochadehi Wintoon Nation. The Putwin people have remained committed to the stewardship of this land over many centuries. It has been cherished and protected as elders have instructed the young through generations. We are honored and grateful to be here today on their traditional homelands.
As stated, we are honored and grateful to be here today on their traditional lands.
Good morning. My name is Angela Gelly. I'm a professor of pharmacology and the secretary of the Faculty Senate. The 2024 commencement for the School of Medicine at the University of California, Davis, is now assembled.
Good morning, and let me add my congratulations to all of our graduates. I'm Mark Service. I am the Vice Dean for Medical Education here at the School of Medicine, and I would like to welcome you to the commencement. Before we begin, it's important that we share some common rules of conduct so everyone can enjoy today's program. You're almost certainly aware that university commencements have been venues for protest expressions in recent weeks due to the tragic circumstances in the Middle East. And while we recognize and value freedom of expression at UC Davis, we don't want it to prevent the celebration of our graduates here today. Students have worked extremely hard to reach this special moment. Family and friends have traveled here to help them celebrate. We owe our graduates the best day possible. With this in mind, we ask that you please silence your cell phones, remain in your seats, and keep the aisles clear. Actions that prevent the event from proceeding, or speakers from being heard, or interfere with students crossing the stage must not prevent the commencement celebration. So thank you in advance for your respect in keeping the event focused on celebrating every graduate's accomplishment here today. So at this time, I would like to introduce the stage party. Beginning on my immediate left in the first row, Dr. Susan Murin, Interim Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Monica Soni, Chief Medical Officer for Covered California, who is also our keynote speaker for today. Dr. Mary Krogan, Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor. Dr. Jorge Garcia, Associate Dean for Diverse and Inclusive Learning Communities. Dr. Sharad Jain, Associate Dean for Students. And seated in the second row on my immediate left are Dr. Angela Gelly, Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Secretary for the Faculty Senate, and our Grand Marshal for the ceremony today. Dr. Tanya Fancher, Associate Dean of Workforce Innovation and Education Quality Improvement. Dr. Ruth Shim, Associate Dean of Diverse and Inclusive Education. Dr. Joanna Rogalska, our Vice Provost and Dean. Dr. Dana Allen, Vice Chancellor and Executive Director of the Cal Aggie Alumni Association. And Dr. Simon Atkinson, Vice Chancellor for Research. Additionally, I would like to recognize Dr. Fred Myers, the Director of our Academic Research Careers for Medical Doctors program from the School of Medicine, who was our bell ringer this morning. Medical education is a resource-intensive enterprise, and many people have contributed to play vital and important roles in the support of this mission, particularly our faculty and our faculty leaders. They provide continuous mentorship, direction, and inspiration to our students, our staff, and fellow faculty. Many of these faculty members are present this morning. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much for your contributions. So I would now like to introduce someone who provides extraordinary leadership at UC Davis Health and the School of Medicine, our interim dean, Dr. Susan Murin. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Murin.
Thank you, Dr. Service. I am honored to join today's celebration of our exceptionally talented class of 2024. As the class that started medical school during the first year of the COVID-19 pandemic, thank you for inspiring us with your determination, resilience, and dedication to lives of service. Each of you had a unique journey leading to this extraordinary achievement today. Many of you, like me, are the first in your families to pursue higher education, and you've overcome tremendous challenges. In this exhilarating moment, as you look ahead to the vast opportunities ahead of you, I encourage you to reflect on all that you have overcome. Maya Angelou said, "I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for the overcoming." So please, take a moment, pause, and give yourselves that credit. You've accomplished so much to be here today. Your class met and overcame myriad challenges, not only in your paths to medical school, but throughout the last 4 years of rigorous medical training. You persevered, adapted, and thrived amidst a pandemic and contentious and heartbreaking times in our society and worldwide. While our graduates match to residency programs across the country, I'm delighted that 81% of you will stay in California to continue serving our diverse communities. I'm also thrilled that nearly a quarter of you have chosen to stay at UC Davis Health for your residency training. No matter where you go, please know this: you are the physicians and leaders the world needs. Your commitment to creating a more equitable and just society and listening, learning, and serving others will ensure your success as physicians and agents of change. Mahatma Gandhi said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Being a physician is one of the most rewarding aspects of my life. While many of us as doctors are intrinsically driven to care for others, I also want to remind you to take care of yourselves. Please tap into help and support from your loved ones, your peers, and your mentors, and that includes your UC Davis School of Medicine family. We are incredibly honored and proud that you are and will always be part of our UC Davis School of Medicine community. Congratulations again to all of you and to your families and loved ones who supported you in this journey. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the co-president of the class of 2024, Marie Vestola.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murin. Thank you all for being here today. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our student speaker, Cameron Clerkley. Throughout the trials and tribulations of medical school, Cam stands out as someone in our class who can eloquently remind us why we've chosen this field when we lose sight of that behind the stress of tests and evaluations. He is also always able to use his quick humor to brighten our days. Cam keeps us grounded, and as I'm sure you all know, it is sometimes something that us medical students need. Both his peers and patients appreciate his supportive nature, and he truly represents the service and community-focused nature of the UC Davis School of Medicine. It is no wonder that he was selected as class speaker, a role that reflects the high esteem in which he is held by his peers. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Cameron Clerkley to the stage.
It looks bright up here. Good morning, everybody. Looking good. This is amazing. What a privilege it is to be here in this room. Bear with me today. I want to first acknowledge our loved ones, our peers, and our communities abroad who are no longer here with us on this earth in physical form, but who continue to inspire us and support us spiritually along this journey. So I humbly ask for a moment of silence and a moment of power with a fist in the air, because their love and strength is forever felt and appreciated. Thank you. It's been a long week. Okay, so I would have never even made it through medical school without my classmates. They're the ones that wanted me up here in the first place. So they're gonna help me out today, because I'm not alone, right? Okay, so classmates, did y'all just understand what I said? Yeah, we did. All right. So those who know me know that my favorite quote of all time is from a famous philosopher named Jermaine Cole, who says, "There's beauty in the struggle." And that's how I looked at medical school and life, so I can continue persevering, growing, and finding ways to be grateful. Speaking of struggles, I have a bone to pick with the School of Medicine. I remember first applying in 2019, sifting through the website for every piece of information that would help me make my very important life decisions. And y'all forgot a very important piece of information on the website. Nowhere did it say, FYI, you'll be starting med school in a global pandemic and shutdown. Because I might have had to reevaluate some stuff, but here we are. Have y'all seen Monsters, Inc.? You know, the yellow child detection agency people? That was essentially how we looked like in anatomy lab. Like screaming at each other under layers of foggy face shields and damp face masks. We practiced our physical exams on the 3 Ps, our partners, our pets, and our pillows. And then we lost all our social skills like most of the people in the world. It was a very dark time, but we got through it. And like Bane in the Dark Knight, the darkness is our ally. We were born in it, nurtured by it. We've experienced both community and isolation, healing and suffering, joy and pain, literally life and death. And though we didn't get paid for it, this unique experience has definitely prepared us to tackle any rough circumstances on this medical journey. So classmates, did we successfully learn medicine in a global pandemic? Yeah, we did. So being in a lockdown actually really helped me and my partner become even closer. So I want to quickly acknowledge all the partners of med students. Y'all are the real MVPs. A couple nights before a match day, I went to my wifey Jess, and I got down on one knee, and I looked into her beautiful soul, and I asked the question. I said, my hyphy wife, my honey bunches of boots, she's right over there. For the past 4 years, you have been my best friend, lover, confidant, therapist, life coach, motivation, tough love, fitness trainer, spiritual guide, chef, homekeeper, sugar mama, and everything in between. So, will you please be all of that again for another 4 years? And she said yes, y'all. She said yes. So, shout out to all the other support systems too, though. The family and the friends, like the parents who make grocery and Costco runs for us. Because we all know in 2020 it was hard to get toilet tissue than Beyonce tickets. And then parents who share all of their streaming logins with me. It helps me really decompress my mind after a long day, with wholesome shows like Abbott Elementary and Euphoria. So classmates, did we have some amazing support systems? Yeah, we did. All right, round of applause for all the support systems in the house. All right, so now what? They started sending us emails. They said, Dr. Clerkley, I was like, pause, hold on. We're doctors? We supposed to go change the world or whatever? What are we supposed to do now? What are we focused on next in this journey? Well, if you ask Cam, I would say be very intentional about our wellness. My mentor told me that medicine will take from you whatever you're willing to give it. And we easily dedicate our lives to helping others and rebuilding a better world, but we have to be even more intentional about setting healthy boundaries, not overexerting ourselves, reaching out for help ahead of the breakdowns, pursuing joy outside of medicine, and being fully present in our lives outside of work. There's too much opportunity for burnout, and the world already has a shortage of physicians, so we really need to protect ourselves and continue practicing our wellness. So watch those game highlights, binge that anime, take that day trip to travel or see fam, plan that Zoom hangout with your homies. It'll all be worth it in the long run. So classmates, didn't we have some fun together in med school? Yeah, we did. Now all that's left to do is just be unapologetically yourself. Your unique identity and character is what got you this far. UC Davis, one of the most diverse medical schools in the nation, recognized us for who we are. And wherever we all end up, this uniquely beautiful struggle that was medical school will always connect us. Pass along your experience through mentorship, even if you don't get paid for it, so we can get even more amazing, unique physicians in the workforce, like the ones we're sitting amongst today. And I hope to continue interacting with you all throughout our careers. And I wouldn't trade our Davis community for any community that we've built, or any other people, because in the words of Kendrick Duckworth, they not like us, they not like us, they not like us. So reach out, stay connected. Let's keep this UC Davis family and network strong. Don't be strangers. And finally, my last request for my fellow classmates, when we all go out there and be doctors, in the words of Queen Ramonda of Wakanda, show them who you are. So who am I? Let me show you. I'm Cam, AKA Dr. Clerkley, AKA the hyphy doc, Black and Filipino, and like the poet Earl Stevens says, I'm from the Bay where we hyphy and go dumb. Hayward specifically. And I'm a future anesthesiologist, ready to be like Steph Curry and make him go night-night. So classmates, one last time, did we just become paid physicians? Yeah, we did. Thank you and stay hydrated.
Thank you so much, Cam, for that wonderful speech. Yes, we did. All right, so hi, everyone. My name is Reza Moentagavi, and I'm the other co-class president. Today, I have the pleasure to introduce to you our class of 2024 commencement keynote speaker, Dr. Monica Soni. Dr. Soni is the Chief Medical Officer and a Chief Deputy Executive Director at Covered California, leading the organization's Health Equity and Quality Transformation Division. She's working to improve the health of Covered California enrollees and the quality and affordability of care for all Californians. She's a board-certified internal medicine physician with more than a decade of experience working in both inpatient and outpatient settings and continues to see patients. She's an associate professor within the UCLA Department of Medicine and Charles R. Drew University Department of Internal Medicine, where she is committed to residency diversification and pipeline development. She's a graduate of Harvard College and Harvard Medical School and completed her residency in internal medicine and in internal medicine at the University of California, San Francisco, with a focus in primary care. She is currently a board member for Mercy Housing California, a leading affordable housing organization, and previously served as a commissioner for the Los Angeles County Hospital and Healthcare Delivery Commission. Please help us in welcoming Dr. Monica Soni.
Well, that is a very difficult act to follow, but I will attempt. Welcome, everyone, and congratulations to the graduates. Let's clap about that. Come on. Come on. I am so proud of you for the long hours, hard work, and incredible dedication that it took to reach this day. Well done. I also want to honor the families, friends, and loved ones who have served as a support system for these last years. And an especially big thanks to those of you who co-signed loans, okay? People did that for me, so I appreciate you. I want to express appreciation to Dean Murin, the UC Davis School of Medicine leadership team, and the amazing faculty and staff who also put in countless hours on nights and weekends to deliver on their mission to provide excellent, learner-centered education and cultivate your passion to improve lives and transform the health of the communities you will serve. Finally, I want to thank Sharad Jain, the Associate Dean for Students, who, you all may not know this, he actually taught me. Yes, indeed. He was my residency program director. Shocking, I know, right? Look at him, he's ageless. He's ageless like Pharrell or Dolly Parton or something, I don't know. I think it's the uniform, it's the blue buttoned up and the khaki pants that he wears every day, right? I think it lengthens telomeres or something, like there's magic there. But truly, Sharad is one of those mentors and sponsors without whom it is highly unlikely I would be doing the work I'm doing now as Chief Medical Officer at Covered California. And I certainly wouldn't have the privilege to be standing on this stage celebrating you. Now, I frankly could spend my entire time up here telling Sharad stories, because I got good ones, but I take seriously my task to propel you into this next phase of your medical career. And while I know that most of you could not be more elated to no longer be a student, I'm sorry to tell you the theme of my entire commencement speech is how to be a lifelong student. You are entering into a healthcare field unlike one ever experienced. It is heavily consolidated, vertically integrated, with astronomically expensive but also disease-curing drugs. It has the highest levels of health insurance coverage ever achieved across this nation, including in the great state of California, that expanded Medi-Cal to low-income residents, regardless of documentation status, this year. Please, we need to clap about that. A huge deal. And yet, inequities and health outcomes continue to plague us. And then there's the challenge of sustaining a health professional workforce to deliver both higher acuity and complexity care, not just to our aging population, but also routinely, with guidelines and grade A recommendations that could cover a football field 50 times over. And the skepticism and hope that technology like generative AI might save us, might reduce burnout, unlock insights from big data, and spread innovation. It's a lot, I know. But let me tell you why I have no doubt, zero, that you all are well equipped to not only thrive in this industry, but to indeed make it better. Can I tell you, one of the most liberating days in my life came when I realized that being an expert does not mean having 100% certainty. I actually realized if you are 100% certain, you're probably wrong. Maintaining a student's mindset and being open to learning every day from every situation has made me a better doctor, leader, and also parent. Let me tell you a story. So my first year as an attending, a nurse in my clinic asked if I could see her father. He had been having bleeding and bruising for a couple weeks. She told me that he had had a previous similar episode a few years back, but she didn't have a lot of details of how it had been managed. So of course I said, yes, of course I'll see him. I ordered a full panel of labs based on kind of the secondhand history, and I said, okay, come get them stat. So he came to see me the next day, and luckily he actually looked quite well, but his labs were starting to trickle in. And he, unsurprisingly, doctors, had low platelets, but he also had anemia, and his kidney function was elevated. So now I was worried. I called the lab to add on a few more tests, and I soon realized that this was a hematologic emergency presenting in my primary care clinic. So I called the on-call hematologist asking for a direct admission, and the resident and the fellow manning the pager said, yeah, we'll come evaluate, but they suggested that surely I was wrong. Patients like this didn't have symptoms for 2 weeks and then walk into clinic. Patients like this mostly didn't have recurrence. Primary care doctors don't diagnose hematologic emergencies in their clinics, and certainly didn't direct admit straight to their service. But as I told you, certainty doesn't save lives. Curiosity does. My gentleman did, in fact, have TTP, an emergency, and require emergent care. And he did well. But not all of my stories end like that. I have had my fair share of misses, mistakes, and bad decisions. And they've often occurred when I was certain I knew best, or better than others. And I paid the price. Whether in a patient having a late-night rapid response and ending up in the ICU, or operationalizing a clinic workflow that I thought was so good, but led to a clunky implementation and then escalation to the nursing union, or being dragged in front of a public meeting in front of a board member. But conversely, when I have listened, been humble, and integrated others' opinions, especially when contrary to my own, into my ultimate plan, I've been more successful. Shortening wait times for thousands of patients by months, helping a health system earn $35 million in quality payments, and positively influencing a policy decision that impacts all Californians. As you enter your careers, hold that with you. No task is too small. No lesson not worth learning. Here's a hard one. No opinion not worth listening to. At least once. That extra 5 minutes or hour could be the key to unlocking a patient's diagnosis, resolving an operational challenge, or launching a relationship that then launches your full career. And on that last point, your professional relationships are important. The people here in the audience and on the stage, your network, the folks who'll vouch for you, the ones you can dial up anytime are your most valuable asset. The more diverse and extensive this portfolio of connections, the richer you are. And you do need to seek out and include people you find disagreeable. You do. Find your challenge network, those who are not afraid to question your ideas. It's not about picking fights. It is about constructive conflict and making sure you're seeing the full picture, identifying your blind spots and areas for growth. I often think of Osgood slaughter. It's a condition where adolescents can have what can be crippling knee pain at the growth plate. It's a physiologic reminder that growth, while essential, can be painful. Progress and discomfort often walk hand in hand. A willingness to learn from any and all is your secret weapon in becoming the kind of health professional that makes real waves. Humility and curiosity are what make an expert. So, in the spirit of curiosity and leap. 3, maintain social connections. 4, set goals. 5, express gratitude. 6, journal daily if you can. 7, practice active mindfulness. I told Sharad that today. The science shows that regularly practicing the above leads to higher levels of well-being over time, more motivation, and a greater sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. And there's one more that's on the list that we're going to do together. Positive affirmations. Studies show that affirmations activate the brain centers associated with reward. They influence stress-related neural pathways, and they may even contribute to neuroplastic changes in the brain with regular practice. So, I'm going to attempt to rewire your brains. We're going to do a few together. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to make a statement, and you're going to repeat after me. Are you ready? Okay, excellent. I trust my abilities. Oh, no. That's not how the science works. Okay, let's try again. I trust my abilities.
I trust my abilities.
I have everything I need to succeed. Okay, this next one, the doctors on the stage can do this too. I am a darn good doctor. I have the power to make a difference. I will bring love to all I do. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Soni. I am Dr. Ruth Shim, Associate Dean for Diverse and Inclusive Education, and it's my honor to be here today. There are 2 major awards presented to medical students at the end of their 4 years of medical school. Descriptions of each award can be read in your program. I am pleased to present the School of Medicine Medal. It is presented to the student who best displays the qualities of leadership, scholarship, and respect for human life, which are so necessary to fulfill a physician's pledge to be of service to humanity. It is my privilege to present the School of Medicine Medal to this year's outstanding scholar, Madeline Weiss. Congratulations. Madeline, please come forward to receive your award. The Golden Goblet Award is special because it is determined by secret balloting of the class members. It is a cup of joy and celebration of deep fulfillment and service of others. It is a cup of commitment, which seeks sometimes to heal, often to relieve, and always to comfort. It is awarded each year to that member of the graduating class who, in the opinion of the class, best and most consistently demonstrates this joy and commitment. The School of Medicine, in cognizance of the unbroken lineage of physicians from ancient days to the future, asks the recipients of the Golden Goblet to return it to us when they no longer practice medicine for presentation to yet another young physician. This year, the class of 2024 has selected 2 awardees for the recipients of this year's Golden Goblet Award. Mira Parek and Aberi Sonowiki. Congratulations, please come forward to receive your awards.
Congratulations, graduates. My name is Alicia Gonzalez, and I'm the director of the HPC program. Paulo Coelho once wrote, "We never lose our loved ones. They never leave our side. They're always with us. We are just in different rooms." Arturo Garzón was born in San Diego, but grew up in several different places in Mexico. After moving to the US at the age of 10, he called South Sacramento his home. He was a first-generation college student at UC Davis, and he volunteered at Clínica Tepati during his time there. He once said, "The patients I saw at Tepati were all uninsured and impoverished people, and could barely afford to make it to clinic. Helping them, serving them, ignited my passion for primary care." He matriculated with your class, the class of 2024, and we were so lucky to recruit him into HPC, where he completed his training last year. He was a fantastic human being, a gentle soul, and he really loved taking care of patients. He loved taking care of people. Arturo once drove a patient to an appointment with a specialist when he realized that this patient was going to miss the long-awaited appointment due to transportation issues. During his third year, while rotating the internal medicine, one of his attendings shared that one of his patients listened intently on the first day Arturo presented his complex case to the team at the bedside. And then, after Arturo finished, the patient looked around and said, "That was absolutely tremendous, and he deserves a round of applause." The patient began clapping, and so did the rest of the team. Arturo was an intern in family medicine at Kaiser Sacramento when just a few weeks ago he was diagnosed with cancer. We lost him on Sunday night. He's survived by his parents, brother, sister, his fiancée Diana, and his baby who will be with us in September. In his short life, Arturo touched the lives of many, and he was one of the brightest, kindest, and most selfless human beings we have the pleasure of knowing. Tenía una luz que brillaba por donde quiera que iba. His light shined bright wherever he went. Let's keep his light shining by carrying his legacy of caring for those who need it most, just as he would have done. Let's take a moment of silence to honor his life.
On behalf of the Academic Senate faculty within the School of Medicine, I hereby recommend to Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor Krogan and Interim Dean Murin awarding the Doctor of Medicine to those students who have completed all degree requirements.
The degrees conferred by the University of California attest to scholastic achievement, the traditional result of the university's fulfillment of its primary duty. In our ceremony this morning, the degree of Doctor of Medicine will be presented to 114 students. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine please rise? Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor Krogan, I present you this talented group of candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I confer upon the medical graduates the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Graduates, or should I say doctors, you may now be seated. We will now give out the scrolls. Students have either chosen Dr. Sharad Jain, Associate Dean for Students, to hood them, or their family member. Dr. Jorge Garcia, Associate Dean for Diverse and Inclusive Learning Communities, will announce the first half of names of our new Doctors of Medicine.
The following candidates will be receiving their degree of Doctor of Medicine. Dr. Najiba Nayaz Afzal. Dr. Yedifer Arias. Dr. Anna Ebuolowa Aulape. Dr. Laurel Jessica Barrios. Dr. Barry Garcia Bautista. Dr. Avni Bhatt. Dr. Zachary Landis Bouzet. Dr. Ren Eva Bruguera. Dr. Maria Burgos. Dr. Robert Duncan Burns. Dr. Javier Castro, Jr. Dr. Karina Chernioglu. Dr. Annette Chang. Dr. Justin Yoon Choi. Dr. Cameron Clerkley. Dr. Sylvia Margrit Cruz. Dr. Eric Cruz Grave. Dr. Ricky Jewel Cunningham. Dr. Francia Samantha de Leon. Dr. Natalie Julia DeBell. Dr. Jordan Sue Eisner. Dr. Emmanuel de Jesus Gaita. Dr. Ruby Galarza. Dr. Luis Eduardo Garcia. Dr. Hector Gabriel Gomez. Dr. Sochi Andrea Green. Dr. Mitchell Christopher Guerin. Dr. Lucia Engakudzwe Guarada Phillips. Dr. Garrett Thomas Hagwood. Dr. Patrick Hazelrig. Dr. Nikhil Jaha. Dr. Rachel Johansson. Dr. Carlo Eduardo Juárez Fuentes. Dr. Rupa Singh, Judge. Dr. Sophia Takebi Kawamoto. Dr. Serena Key. Dr. Nicole Ferrer Carufa. Dr. Bradley Keith Kanabi. Dr. Shauna Stacy Kong. Dr. William Lau. Dr. Alvin Lowe. Dr. Ruth Diana Lee. Dr. Stanley Liu. Dr. Maya Ruth London. Dr. Diana Lopez. Dr. Enrique Lopez. Dr. Michael Lopez Torres. Dr. Rosa Isela Magaña. Dr. Jesslyn Elise McGee Gonzalez. Dr. Paul Hayes Mangasarian. Dr. Audrey Innes Marler. Dr. Maya Helena Marshall. Dr. Brendan Paul Martin. Dr. Lynn Zip Tao McCloskey. Dr. Tatiana Kiera McCoy Shepard. And now, Dr. Tanya Fancher, Associate Dean of Workforce Innovation and Education Quality Improvement, will be announcing the remaining names of the new Doctors of Medicine.
Dr. Alec Ian McLeod. Dr. Mernaz Merzad. Dr. Summer Nicole Meyer. Dr. Alyssa Amy Miawotoy. Dr. Reza Moeen Tagavi. Dr. Mayra Mondragon. Dr. Surgeon Moore. Dr. Adriana Mora. Dr. Riyad Jumil Morar. Dr. Biftu Mume. Dr. Kiran Purit Nagra. Dr. Suren Najaryan. Dr. Matthew Najat Haim. Dr. Daniel Nguyen. Dr. Ananya Rusimha. Dr. Victoria Thutai Nugent. Dr. Annalie Ortiz. Dr. Ilana Osowiecki Feldman. Dr. Mira Parekh. Dr. Josue Parr. Dr. Pooja Patel. Dr. Dogoberto Peña, Jr. Dr. Laura Axelrod Potter. Dr. Hessen Sigrid Quintanilla. Dr. Adrian Francis Rusella. Dr. Roberto Alvarez Ramos. Dr. Adela Ramos Martinez. Dr. Marisa Danielle Reyes. Dr. Viviana Berenice Reyes Perez. Dr. Ernesto Javier Rivera. Dr. Julianne Renee Rizzo. Wow. Dr. Callie Mackenzie Roberts. Dr. Eric Robles. Dr. Javier Rodriguez. Dr. Melanie Rogers Martell. Dr. Tomas Rojo. Dr. Goldie Milagros Saldana. Dr. Melissa Brianna Serrano.
where I learned this from Cam, Dr. Ebere Sonoiki. Dr. Ronnie Soto. Dr. Khadija Sufi. Dr. Sarah Spivak. Dr. Anna Starcevich. Dr. Anastasia Stasiuk. Dr. Yeun Hana Tank. Dr. Joy E. Sang. Dr. Benjamin Walter Van. Dr. Tracy Guadalupe Vargas Ramos. Dr. Marie Vastola. Dr. Nicolas Walther. Dr. Madeline Ava Weiss. Dr. Drew James Vodeski. Dr. Samantha Lokyung Wong. Dr. Sterling Rebecca Wong. Dr. Jamie Yang. Dr. Sin Yi Yu. Dr. Liliana Zarate. Dr. Juan Carlos Zarate.
We are so proud of these graduates. We're so proud of them. So excited to be here today. So I am Sharad Jain, the Associate Dean for Students, and I will be leading the new graduates in reading the UC Davis Physician's Oath as their solemn pledge to serve humanity. Before we do this, however, we will have students from the class of 2024 come to the podium and recite the first line of the oath in all of the languages represented amongst these new physicians.
Assalamu alaikum. Us chide me Dr. Noom hasil kare de. Zawada kom che خپل ژوند به د ناروغانو پالنې د روغتیايي خدمتونو پرمختګ او بشرپالنه د انکشاف لپاره وقاف کوم.
In Icelandic, nú þegar ég er tekin undir háakullu læknisins, heiti ég því drengilega að helga líf mitt umönnun sjúkra, eflingu heilsu og þjónustu við mannkynið.
In Armenian, այս պահին ստանձնելով բժշկի բարձր կոչումը, ես հանդիսավոր երդվում եմ անձնավիրաբար խնամել հիվանդներին, սատար լինել նրանց առողջությունը և ծառայել մարդկությանը.
In Yoruba. Nísìnyí, mo ṣe ìlérí láti ṣe ìtọ́jú aláìsàn àti láti gbé ètò ìlera ga fún àwọn ènìyàn.
In Tagalog, ngayon na ako'y tinatanggap sa mataas ng tawag ng doktor. Ako ay taimtim na nangangako na italaga ang aking buhay sa pag-aalaga ng sakit. Ang pagpapalaganap ng kalusugan at paglilingkod sa sangkatauhan.
In Ilocano, etagapot na adimatrak eti nanagato na awag iti managas ikerek ete biyag ko nag-etid ko amin ng kabelak eti pinanagway kadagiti masakit panakay tandudu ti salunat ken pinagserbi eti amin nagtao.
این فارسی اکنون که به جایگاه بالای پزشکی پذیرفته شدم به طور رسمی سوگند یاد می‌کنم که زندگی خود را به مراقبت از بیماران، ترویج سلامت و خدمت به بشریت اختصاص دهم.
In Arabic بالعربي الآن بعد أن تم قبولي للنداء العالي للطب أتعدى رسمياً بتكريس حياتي لرعاية المرضى وتعزيز الصحة وخدمة الإنسانية. شكراً.
In Hmong, Tashino Gutalu o Kakumo, Gujalu Mokutusha Lupang, Kuja Toning Momo, Yo Tsung Ge Nakang Ho Hu Ha Yo o Tsuke Jong Lupang Shotle.
In French, maintenant admise à la haute vocation de médecin, je m'engage solennellement à consacrer ma vie aux soins des malades, à la promotion de la santé et au service de l'humanité.
In Vietnamese, giờ đây được thừa nhận ơn gọi coi cả của người bác sĩ, tôi long trọng cam kết hiến dâng cuộc đời mình để chăm sóc người bệnh, thăng tiến sức khỏe và phục vụ nhân loại.
In Punjabi, ਡਾਕਟਰੀ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਮਹਾਨ ਕਾਰਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਵਚਨ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਬਿਮਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਦੇਖਭਾਲ ਤੇ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਲਈ ਸਮਰਪਿਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ।
In Shona from Zimbabwe, mukugamuchirwa kwangu kuwa chiremba, ndinopika kuti nchapa upenyu hwangu mukuchengeta varwere, kushanda kukurudzira utano nekuzvipira kubatsira vanhu. Dateni.
In Spanish. En este momento, al ser admitida entre los miembros de la profesión médica, prometo solemnemente dedicar mi vida al cuidado de los enfermos, al fomento de la salud y al servicio de la humanidad.
Namaste everyone, in Gujarati. Have chikitsak na unch calling madakal tavati. હું બીમારોની સંભાળ, આરોગ્યના પ્રચાર અને માનવતાની સેવા માટે મારું જીવન સમર્પિત કરવાનો સંકલ્પ કરું છું. ધન્યવાદ.
In Ukrainian, тепер, будучи прийнятою до високого покликання лікаря, я урочисто обіцяю присвятити своє життя догляду за хворими, зміцненню їх здоров'я та праці для людства. Дякую.
In Korean, 이제 의사로서의 숭고한 소명을 받아들여 나의 삶을 아픈 이들을 보살피고 건강 증진과 인류 봉사에 바칠 것을 엄숙히 맹세합니다.
in Mandarin. 今天我愿接受医生的崇高使命，我们尊敬奉献我们的使命去照顾病人，促进健康和服务大众。
This is an Igbo from Nigeria. Ubu emere m onye nlekọta rie elu ke dọkịta. Ana m ekwe nkwa iji ndụ m lekọta ndị ọrịa, ịkwali ahụike na ijere mmadụ niile ozi.
It's one of my favorite parts of the ceremony. Okay, but now we're going to have all of our graduates rise, and we're going to do the oath. You're going to recite with me together. It's on page 23 of your program. All right. So here we go. All right. Now being admitted to the high calling of the physician, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the care of the sick, the promotion of health, the service of humanity. I will practice medicine with conscience and in truth. The health and dignity of my patients will be my first concern. I will hold in confidence all of my patients relate to me. I will not permit considerations, including those based on race, ethnicity, gender, age, disability, sexual orientation, religious or political beliefs, or any of the other differences among people that have been excuses for misunderstanding, dissension, or hatred to influence my duty to care for those in need of service. I will respect the moral right of patients to participate fully in the medical decisions that affect them. I will assist my patients to make choices that coincide with their own values and beliefs. I will try to increase my own constantly and respect those who teach and those who broaden our knowledge by research. I will try to prevent as well as cure disease. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Graduates, you can now move your tassels from the right side to the left side to signify you are doctors. Graduates, please be seated.
Wow, what a wonderful and meaningful celebration. I want to take a brief moment to recognize a long-serving member of the stage party and a two-time commencement speaker as selected by our students who is retiring this year, our Associate Dean of Diverse and Inclusive Learning Communities, Dr. Jorge Garcia. Dr. Garcia, you must stand and be recognized. Dr. Garcia practiced student-centered education before it was a thing. He has been a tireless and passionate advocate for students, and we're so grateful for your service, and particularly in working to build an inclusive and equitable culture at UC Davis. So thank you for your years of service. So this does conclude the 53rd commencement ceremony for the School of Medicine. So to end our ceremony today, I would like to ask our new doctors to stand and face their families and loved ones. because you graduates at this moment are the fulfillment of dreams and aspirations of your loved ones. It wouldn't have happened without parents, husbands, wives, partners, significant others, relatives, friends, and pets who made it all possible. So now, one final time, everyone join me in congratulating our graduates with a round of applause. So thank you everyone for joining us for this wonderful celebration. Please be seated and remain seated until the academic recessional has fully exited the hall. And I'll start now with the stage party. Please join me in leaving the stage.